soldiers! We have to try Kling 2.6 though. It's incredible! So everyone is unite right now! Now!
The storm is coming. You best be ready.
Hold up, what you just heard, that wasn't a sound library, that wasn't post-production wizardry, and it definitely wasn't me spending hours manually syncing audio in Premiere Pro. That was raw, unedited output from a generative AI model. For the last year, we've been stuck in the silent era of AI video. We generate these incredible cinematic visuals, but honestly, they're ghosts. They are moving pictures with zero soul because they have zero sound. If you've ever tried to fix this, you know the pain. Jumping between different tools, generating separate sound effects, struggling to sync them up, and realizing the timing feels completely fake. But that ends today. Imagine taking a single, boring photo and exploding it into a powerful cinematic shot, complete with actual dialogue, emotion, and real-world sound effects, without lifting a finger to edit. It sounds impossible, right? Well, I've been deep in the lab, testing a platform called Kling AI, specifically their latest integration with Kling 2.6, which is absolutely taking over the internet right now. We are talking about native audio. This means the AI isn't just guessing, it understands the physics of the scene and generates the sound at the exact same time it generates the pixels. If you are a filmmaker, a creator, or just tired of burning credits on silent clips, you need to see this. I'm going to walk you through my exact workflow to help you break the sound barrier. Let's dive in. Okay, welcome to the lab, everyone. I'm glad you could join me today for this deep dive. We're not just going to talk about theory or look at pre-rendered clips that took someone 50 tries to get right. No, today we are going to get our hands dirty. Let's build something from scratch so you can see the raw workflow, the real unedited process of moving from a blank prompt box to a high-fidelity audio sync cinematic masterpiece. In the world of AI video, things move at a breakneck pace. One day we're amazed by silent blurry clips, and the next we're looking at full-blown cinema. But the biggest missing piece has always been sound. We've been living in the silent film era of AI. Today, that changes. I want to show you how the boundaries between sight and sound are finally dissolving. We're going to look at the interface, the settings, and the actual creative logic you need to master this tool. First things first, let's get the environment ready. Open your browser and head over to Higgsfield.ai. If you haven't been here in a while, the UI is incredibly snappy and intuitive, designed for creators who don't want to get bogged down in code. Once you're logged in, look for that prominent button and click on Create Video. This is your main staging area. This is the brain of the operation, where your model selection happens. It is crucial to get this right before you type a single word. You'll see a drop-down menu. Make sure you have Kling 2.6 selected. Now, depending on when you're watching this or what tier of access you have, you might see other heavy hitters in that list. You might see options like Sora 2 or Google Veo 3. And don't get me wrong, those are incredible models with their own strengths in physics and duration. But for what we are doing today, which is audio reactive video, Kling 2.6 is the undisputed king. It has a specific architecture designed to handle the relationship between pixels and decibels better than anything else currently on the public market. It's the difference between a video that just has music and a video that actually breathes with its soundtrack. Once the model is locked in, we need to decide how we're going to seed this creation. You have two main paths here, and they represent two very different creative philosophies, text to video and image to video. Let's talk about text to video first. This mode is absolutely great for wild experimentation. It's for those moments when you have a spark of an idea, but you want the AI to take the wheel on the visual composition. You're giving the model the freedom to interpret your words into a visual language. It's exciting, a bit unpredictable, and perfect for discovery. On the other hand, we have image to video. This is what you want for control. If you are a professional, a director, or a concept artist, you likely already have a specific vision in your head. If you use a tool like Midjourney to craft a stunning character, or Higgsfield's own built-in image generator to get your base shot, you ensure your composition, lighting, and character design are perfect before you even start animating. It removes the lottery aspect of AI. For this demo, we're going to do a text-to-video first. I want us to start with a blank slate to test the raw imagination and the internal ear of the Kling 2.6 model. I want to see how it builds a world from nothing but our text. Now look closely at the settings panel. There is one specific control that we need to address before we hit generate. This is the button that changes everything. Look for the toggle labeled audio or sound. By default, it might be off. Go ahead and turn that on. The moment you click that toggle, the entire processing logic of the model shifts. Once that is on, the model switches from just seeing your prompt to hearing it. It's no longer just calculating where a pixel should move, it's calculating what kind of vibration that movement would create in the physical world. It activates a secondary neural layer that is dedicated to sonic synthesis. Before we type our prompt, I need to share a pro tip that most people miss, and it's the reason why their AI videos often sound generic. The prompt structure for audio video is fundamentally different from standard video prompting. You can't just describe the visual anymore. If you only describe the visual, the AI has to do too much guesswork. To get that wow factor, you have to describe the soundscape explicitly. I want you to think in layers. When you write your prompt, divide it into two mental categories. 1. The visual action. What is happening? Who is there? What is the lighting? 2. The audio texture. What are the materials? Is the surface metal or wood? Is the air thick with moisture or dry and dusty? If you don't describe the sound, Kling 2.6 will try to guess based on the visuals, which is a process called Foley generation. It's smart, but it's a generalist. For the best results, the kind that makes people lean into the screen, you have to tell it exactly what to hear. You have to be the sound designer and the director at the same time. Let's put this into practice. Let's try a cinematic, atmospheric shot. I don't want something simple. I want to test the model's ability to handle complex, overlapping environments. I want to test rain, neon, and subtle ambient noise. In the prompt box, I'm typing a close-up of a cyberpunk city street period at night, heavy rain pouring down, neon signs flickering in puddles, a person walking past in heavy boots. But notice how I added specific audio cues to the end of that. Distant thunder, buzzing neon, splashing footsteps. By adding those keywords, I'm giving the audio engine anchors to latch onto. Let's hit generate and wait for the magic to happen. Okay, it's done. Let's play it.
The city never sleeps.
Did you hear that? The neon sign buzzing? That wasn't a generic city noise file pulled from a library. That sound was synthesized from scratch because the model identified the neon light in the frame, saw the flicker in the pixels, and assigned a specific high-frequency sonic texture to it. And look at the footsteps. They synced perfectly with the actual contact of the feet on the ground. When the heel hits the water, you hear the splash at that exact millisecond. This is what we call frame-accurate audio synthesis. The model isn't just pasting a pre-made sound file over a video like a traditional editor would. It's generating the audio waveform frame by frame to match the pixel movement. It understands the physics of the scene. Now that we've mastered the atmosphere, it's time for the boss level, dialogue. Lip sync is the holy grail of AI video. For the last year, if you wanted a character to talk, you had to go through a fragmented, exhausting workflow. Usually you need a separate tool like HeyGen or SyncLabs to take a silent video and force a mouth to move to an audio file. It's a lot of back and forth, and often, the lighting on the face doesn't match the movement. Let's see if Kling 2.6 can do it natively, all in one go. This is a game changer for creators because it keeps the character's soul intact. Now Kling's text-to-speech capabilities are fully integrated here. In the prompt, you can now specify the voice type. For this next test, I'm going to describe an old fisherman in a storm, and I'll specify a gruff male voice. I'm giving him a line of dialogue. The storm is coming. You best be ready. Let's watch how it handles the lip movements and the integration of the environment.
The storm is coming. You best be ready.
Okay, let's pause right there and analyze what we just saw. Is it perfect? Maybe not Avatar 2 level yet, but it's getting scary close. Look at the way the beard moves with the jaw. That is complex physics. In older AI models, the beard would stay static while the mouth moved underneath it like a mask. Here the hair follicles are reacting to the bone structure of the jaw. And listen to the audio quality. The voice has that wet quality you'd expect in a storm. It's not a dry studio recording. The model understood the visual context of the rain and the wind, and it blended the ambient wind noise behind the voice naturally. This is audio respecting video generation. The mouth movement, the actual video, is respecting the phonemes of the audio track. They are codependent, which is why it looks so much more realistic than a simple overlay. Text to video is fun for a quick thrill, but image to video is where the professionals live. This is where you go when you need to maintain brand consistency or character integrity. You want consistent characters and art direction that doesn't change every time you hit generate. I'm uploading this image of a muscle car I generated earlier in Midjourney. It's a 1969 Charger-style beast sitting in a dusty desert. It looks great as a still, but it's dead. Now, I want to bring it to life with sound. I'm prompting the motion now. The engine revs. Exhaust smoke pours out. The car peels away, throwing gravel into the camera. I'm adding the audio cues. Deep V8 engine roar, gravel crunching, whistling wind. Think about the utility for commercial work here. Imagine you are making a spec ad for a car company or a film trailer. You started with a high-quality controlled image of the car, and now, in about 60 seconds, you have a 5-second cinematic clip with professional-grade sound design, all generated inside Higgsfield. You didn't have to go to a stock sound site. You didn't have to time the vroom to the smoke. The AI did the heavy lifting. What we are witnessing here is the convergence of sensory AI. For the longest time, AI was siloed. You had the image AI, the video AI, and the audio AI. They didn't talk to each other. But as you can see in this workflow, visuals and audio are no longer separate workflows. They are one single prompt. They are one single thought. Higgsfield Kling 2.6 is the first model where I feel truly confident leaving the mute button off. Usually with AI video, the first thing you do is mute the weird robotic artifacts. Not here. The workflow is fast, the interface is clean, and the price for right now is honestly unbeatable for the level of quality you're getting. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the initial setup to the nuances of audio-visual prompting. The best way to learn this is to just go in and break things. Experiment with different sounds. Try the sound of glass breaking, or a whisper in a library, or a spaceship taking off. See how the pixels react to those frequencies. I've left a link in the description below that will take you straight to the Higgsfield site. Go check it out for yourself. You can even try some free generations if you want to get a feel for the UI before committing. I'm actually so excited about this tech that I'm creating a full pack of these audio-video assets, backgrounds, characters, and soundscapes to give away for free to my subscribers. I want you to have the tools to start building your own AI-driven stories. So if you found this helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the drop. The era of silent AI is over. Don't let your videos stay silent. Experiment, create, and I'll see you in the next one.